Big change.
Yeah, big change. And it's like, it's great in summer and spring break, but like outside of that, it's just like a
slow. Yeah.
And you're not going to go out and make those connections. And that was the biggest deal for us. Like we don't want to keep ourselves in a bubble to where we can't grow. So moving out to Austin, we've made so many connections.
I bet. All right, guys, we got Ethan here, CEO of SipSkip. Thanks for coming on today, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, could you explain what SipSkip is for people that don't know?
Yeah, so we're a first of its kind mobile application. We allow users to get drinks faster at busy bars. Basically, walk up to the bar, you buy a SipSkip, hold it up, and that signals the bartender to come right to you first. We're actually having bartenders sign up through the app, connecting themselves to their bar, and they earn per skip that they're redeeming, just like a DoorDash driver would.
Yeah, so it's a win-win because the bartender is making more money somehow, right?
Yeah, it's actually a win-win for everybody. So there's a SipSkip fee, which goes directly to the bar. And then there's a bartender service fee, which helps the bartender gets compensated for their efforts. So, and then it helps the user as well. So all three parties win.
Damn. And you are a young business owner. How old are you?
22.
Holy crap. So you had this idea super young.
Yes. So I actually went to LSU for 4 years, just graduated last May. And those bars are super busy, super packed. And I've spent a couple years just waiting there. And one night I was at the bar. A couple of my boys had a pool table reserved, and I was at the bar with a couple of my friends who were just standing there for like 20 minutes. And I was like looking around, and I was just like, there's so much money like going through here. Like there's got to be a way to stand in front of it. And the first idea that kind of came into me the next morning was like, you know, the game like Heads Up,
yeah,
like where you do that. I was like, what if there was something that was like that alluring that draws you in to where you could hold it up to where a bartender could see it. And that was kind of like the first concept behind the SipSkip pass.
That makes sense. What'd you major in at LSU?
Marketing.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it useful?
It was. It actually was.
Wow.
It was. I mean, I wouldn't say that you learned like entrepreneurship in school. You got to kind of self-teach that, but I've definitely taken some like from my professional sellings class and some like digital marketing as well. So definitely helps.
Yeah. And I know you've read a lot of self-development books, right?
Oh, for sure.
So you were doing that on the side.
Yeah. So actually my first book that was handed to me, it was in 9th grade by my father, Think and Grow Rich. If you don't have that book, you should go get that book.
Classic.
Yeah. I mean, that really just changes your perspective on life. I mean, there's so many things in there that just shifted my mind, especially as a 14-year-old. He was like, you have to read this 4 times in your life. And I actually just started it for my 4th time like 2 weeks ago. And it's just to refresh the mind, and it's just bringing back so many things from when I was younger that I needed to touch up on. And it's just really good stuff.
Yeah, that one's a classic. How to Win Friends is a classic.
How to Win Friends, yes, sir.
Yeah, there's some bangers, man. Especially at that age. Like if you know that at that age, you're just standing out from people your age.
Yeah, and it was kind of like a shock. So like I'm like 14. Then like 15, I started like getting into doing Instagram accounts, growing the like little niche accounts, like started getting out of the whole video game aspect of it. And like my mind was like, okay, how do we get into the world of like the entrepreneurship? And then I was like 16 and I was like, let me try drop shipping. Like, let's try some.
That's a classic.
Yeah, let's try some because this is back in like 2017.
That's how I started too.
Exactly, everyone. So that's how I got into like making websites and stuff like that. And that was kind of like my firstpreneur, I would say.
I learned a lot from dropshipping.
Really? Yeah.
I'll say that it was like, I would never do it now, but like I learned a lot at the time.
100%. You learn like how to find a winning product, how to build a website. I mean, you're not coding it, but you're doing it in a way to where you're putting the pieces together.
Yeah, you're optimizing it.
You learn the back end of all that stuff.
Yeah, how to market too.
Oh yeah. Instagram ads, Facebook ads. And I kind of like Think and Grow Rich teaches you. I kind of learned, I was like, if I fail while I'm in school, I can front load and kind of find something that's going to be successful early. And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. That's why I think it's smart to start businesses when you're young.
Yeah. And there's also some downsides, which, I mean, if you can take them, you can take them. But it's just like, you're growing up around people that are like, haven't read those books, and they're just normal kids, you know? And like in your head, you're like, oh, like I have this vision. And like, they're just like, oh, let's play video games. And I'm like it's like a battle, but you know, you got to find balance.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you go through that phase, video games?
Oh yeah. I was playing 2K. First time I read Think and Grow Rich, my dad gave it to me. He was like, you have to read it on paper. I remember me and my friend.
Hey guys, shout out to today's sponsor, Kinsta. Running an online business is already a challenge. Your website hosting shouldn't make it harder, and I've been there, dealing with slow load times, confusing dashboards, and unreliable support. That's why I switched over to Kinsta, and it's been a game changer for my brand. Since moving to Kinsta, my site loads faster, runs smoother, and I don't have to stress about downtime. Their intuitive dashboard makes managing everything simple, and their 24/7 expert support means I always have real people whenever to help when I need it. Kinsta's built for performance with blazing fast speeds, enterprise-level security, and 37 global data centers to ensure your site reaches audiences quickly. They also handle free migrations, so switching is effortless, and if you ever get a traffic spike, Kinsta automatically scales to keep your site online when it matters most. I'm not the only one who trusts Kinsta. TripAdvisor, NASA, Indeed, and over 120,000 businesses rely on Kinsta for their WordPress hosting. So if you want hosting that works, just make the switch to Kinsta today. Get your first month free. They'll even handle the migration for you. Just visit kinsta.com/DSH to get started. That's KINSTA.com/DSH.
And we would sit on the got next spot, and I'd take my headphones off and I'd like read a couple pages and then put it down, go into the game, go to the next game. And that's kind of how like I got started. And then the year after that, I couldn't even really think about video games.
Yeah. I play a little Fortnite, but I took 5 years off. I had to
Yeah,
focus.
man, gotta grind, you know?
Yeah, Fortnite's lit though.
Yeah, Fortnite is lit.
Yeah.
My best friend, one of my best friends and my roommate now, he owns the biggest Fortnite page. It's
Damn.
called Fortnite.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, you probably follow it, to
I
be
probably
honest.
do, yeah.
And like it's so funny because he's in like these Fortnite group chats with all these little accounts, and they think he's like this big corporation, but it's just one dude. And he just posts like 8 posts a day. He's just on his phone. It's funny. He likes to say he's like he wakes up at like 12, gets out of bed at like 2:30, and like all his work's done for the day.
Damn.
And he just works from his phone.
That's impressive.
But yeah, so like that's how we got into niche, or that's how like we started our niche Instagram accounts together.
Yeah.
And his first one just hit.
You'd be surprised how much these pages make. My boy owns Banger Buddy. Have you seen that one?
Yes, yeah.
With the red solo cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he makes, I don't know if he even wants me sharing this, but he makes good money, man.
Yeah.
7 figures a year.
Oh yeah. No, they're bringing in cash.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's the eyeball business, you know? I want my product in front of these eyeballs in this market. You have it. And then especially with Fortnite maps now, he's killing it.
Yeah, dude. I heard some of those map creators are crushing it.
He had this one kid reach out to him. This kid's like 19 years old.
Yeah.
And he posted a bunch of his maps. He made 32 million last year.
What?
At 19.
Selling Fortnite maps.
Off of his map.
Oh my God. I want to get that kid on the podcast.
Yeah, 32 mil.
That is nuts.
I can connect you guys.
Please.
But yeah, I mean, you create the right map, you get it in front of the right eyes, and
how does it work? So you make the map, and then do you get paid based off how many people play it?
I have not got into that.
Okay.
I really don't know. That's all his forte. He doesn't even make the maps. He just promotes.
Damn. Yeah, because I know we just dropped mine today.
You have Fortnite map?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
It's a prop hunt.
Oh,
do you know
that's
what prop hunt is?
awesome.
It's hide and seek.
Oh.
So you pretend to be any object, and we got the digital social hour chairs, the mics in it, the TV screens with our logo.
I did see that. I did see that on your story.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's sick.
yeah.
But yeah, I can connect you to my boy, and
Dude, that'd be dope.
He can promote you.
Yeah, I love crazy stories like that. You can make money in the craziest ways these days.
Oh yeah. And the tech game, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's just,
I mean, dude, I had a girl come on here selling her bathwater.
no way.
Yeah, you can make money in all sorts of ways.
Oh, especially girls, they can make money
Oh,
really
yeah.
easy.
They make money easier.
Yeah,
and
it's a
they'll
little
probably
easier for them.
they'll probably hate us saying that, but it's facts.
It's
If
what
you're
it is.
attractive.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a hot girl and you got a little bit of ambition and you want to get on social media, you can really do something.
Yeah, it's easier.
You can really make
If
something.
you're an attractive guy, that won't get you like
No,
much.
There's a lot more you got to do.
Yeah.
Being a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a grind. It really is. You got to fail for a very long time.
I like it though. I love grinding.
No. Oh yeah, me too.
Like people always say, like when you relax, working is relaxing for me.
Oh, same.
It's like a meditation.
It's wake up, rolling over, checking the phone. Okay, my app guy's texting me, blah blah blah. What's next?
Yeah.
And I've kind of fallen in love with the process. And
I love
I've been
it,
doing
yeah.
it since a young age, but like when you have your mind set on a vision and you're just a full train of steam headed there, it's just, there's nothing that can stop you, man.
Have you had a job before working for someone else?
Yeah. So my parents, they were entrepreneurs, and I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. But when I was young, my mom, she was a stickler. She was like, I want you to work all like the jobs that like a normal like kid would work. So like my first job was, you know, like those escape rooms.
Yeah, I love those.
So like I worked at the escape room, and actually, you have to be really smart because you have to know every single game. You have to know where every single piece of the game goes to reset it.
Wow.
And then you actually have to sit behind the computer and like as a game master. So like, let's say someone's in step 5 of the game, you have to know what step 6 is. So if they ask for a hint, you have to give them the
right. Yeah, you got to be watching them the full hour. Right?
Oh yeah, yeah. So there's a whole bunch of stuff you have to like bring them in the room, explain it. I worked one of my most fun jobs. It was a tough job, but worked as a dock boy at a marina. That's rough, man.
Why is that one
That's rough? I mean, rich people, 100-foot boats, they have trash out the wazoo.
Oh, you got to clean it up?
Oh, it's like, dude, there's just like 13 trash bags. They just throw it out. You got to throw it on your golf cart.
Damn.
You got to fill up these boats. Filling up the boats is nice, but like, I mean, I'm talking fire hoses of gas. I mean, 3 pumps. This boat takes 30 minutes to fill, and then some of these guys are great. They'll tip you nice, but we had this one. We have a fishing tournament every year. I'm from Destin, Florida.
Yeah.
And in Sandestin, we have this fishing tournament every year. And this boat won. They won $1.2 million for winning this tournament.
Wow.
The next morning, they come in the slip. Me and my friend, we fill their boat. Takes like 45 minutes in the pouring rain, and they push off, and they're like, "Hey, no tip." No tip. And this is like, we work on tips, you know.
Oh, so you don't get an hourly?
We barely, but like
minimum wage.
But like these are like, it's the type of business where like you fill someone with like ice chest with a bucket, and then they'll slap 100 in your hand. Like these are big money.
It's
boats.
like a caddy kind of.
Yeah,
vibe.
these are big money boats. But then they win 1.9 mil, and they just push off, and they're like, "Oh yeah, and one more thing, make your slips bigger for next year." And we were like, "Oh, you guys are crazy."
Damn.
Yeah, and then I've worked as a bar back too, behind a bar, and done a little bartending as well. So I'm happy I worked those jobs because like now like when I go out to like restaurants and stuff like that, like I know like I have to tip those guys 'cause I've been those guys.
Yeah, you could appreciate it, right?
Yeah, and then you can also see the people that have never worked those jobs.
Oh, you could tell.
And then it's just like it's kind of like almost embarrassing to like when they say some sus stuff. It's like, and you're just like, bro, you're embarrassing. Like these guys are just trying to work hard, man.
It's not even in their control when they complain about the food and take it out on them.
Exactly.
It's the chef.
Like little like that, or if they mess up an order. I mean, but yeah, no. So like working those jobs, and then especially sports being young, I played baseball, basketball, football growing up year round. Just all that just instilled like that grind. Like
what were you the best at?
Basketball. I played basketball since I was 4. I was 4 years old was my first love. And the first league you can get in was a 5-year-old league. But my mom like brought me to the coach. She's like, he's super passionate, and like I tried out. And he's like, all right, we'll sneak him in. Because like basketball is my first love.
We're gonna have to play, bro.
Oh yeah, we got to hoop for sure.
Yeah.
You know? I haven't hooped in a while, but I'm ready to get back.
Next time you're out here, I'm in the league out here, Lifetime leagues.
Oh, dude.
Do they have Lifetime in Austin?
Oh yeah.
Oh, are you a member?
So we were a member, and I'll actually shout them out right now, but we switched to another gym called The Collective.
Okay.
The Collective is great concept. It's like a gym and a social club at the same
Interesting.
time. So like you really can't go to the gym without making a connection. So it's like gym. They also have like a chill space, like a really big chill space where you can just go. They have a kitchen where you can bring your lunch. They have whole rooms to set up your computer, work.
Damn.
They also have meeting pods. So if you need to take a meeting, you close the pod, quiet. They got obviously saunas, ice baths. They have hot yoga rooms where the room's like hotter.
Wow.
And it's a really cool concept.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. And ever since we joined there, I mean, obviously the people are so awesome, so nice. And then every time we work out, like my friend with the Fortnite account, he comes home and he's like, dude, I just met this guy that lost 300K in crypto today. And he's like happy. Like, he's like, oh, the market's going down. Like, I'm like, dude, like these are the people we need to be meeting. You know?
Damn.
Like, and me and him, we moved out to Austin on a whim. And so I graduated college and he did 3 years. He did it a little bit faster, the same age. And we book a trip out to Austin. We tour a bunch of houses and we actually met other guys with an app and we're like, okay, this is our sign. So we signed it. We signed a lease on a house. And that was the only time we'd ever been to Austin.
No way.
And we said, screw it, we're moving out here.
Holy crap.
City of young entrepreneurs. We both were born and raised in Destin, Florida. It's a little beach town.
Big change.
And, yeah, big change. And it's like, it's great in summer and spring break, but like outside of that, it's just like a normal town.
Slow, yeah.
And you're not going to go out and make those connections. And that was the biggest deal for us. Like we don't want to keep ourselves in a bubble to where we can't grow. So moving out to Austin, we've made so many connections.
I bet.
Like, what's the guy's name? Banger, the guy who interviews people.
Oh, James Duell, School of Hard Knocks.
School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah, he's coming on the show next week.
Okay, sweet.
In Austin.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, so we were at the bar the other night, and my boy ran into him, and they were just chatting it up.
Yeah,
like
that dude's built an empire, man.
Exactly, and these are the people you're meeting. I was at the bar one night, and I was just walked up to this girl because I thought she was cute.
Yeah,
started flirting with her, and she does marketing for this other app in Austin, which is huge. And she runs all their socials, and I was like, oh my, this is a business conversation now. So now I was like, now she's our socials girl. Like,
no
it's
way.
just like stuff like that. Like,
wow,
you're not getting that in Destin.
Nah.
Or like in little towns. So like being in those big cities, I would say if you're a young entrepreneur, move to a big city. If you have to, do it on a whim. If you have to, do it by yourself. If you have a friend, it's easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, don't keep yourself in a bubble.
That's how I was in Jersey, man.
Really? You moved out from Jersey?
I had to, man. I was the only one doing entrepreneurship in my town, my whole town.
Exactly.
No one else was doing entrepreneurship.
And you feel like, and you're like, I can't stay here because they're
no growth.
No
I
growth.
was making $50K a year for 3 years straight, no growth. And then as soon as I moved to LA and Vegas, boom.
Yeah, and I know you hear it all the time, but you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So like, you're spending time with people that are eating Cheetos and playing Xbox, and you're trying to become the next podcast. You know, like it's gonna be an inverse effect.
100%.
So yeah, we kind of created this environment. We call it the House of Killers. So it's me, my friend Matthew, and one of my pledge brothers from my fraternity, Peter. We live in this house, and it's like we have one more room left in the house. We actually had to kick a guy out because he wasn't killing it.
He didn't meet the revenue requirements.
Revenue was an issue, but it was more of the mindset.
Yeah.
It's like when you have one bad apple and everybody's on the same path to greatness, and somebody's just kind of chilling.
100%.
It's kind of a cancer that needs to be cut out. So we created an environment to where like if someone's kind of chilling for a little bit, we're like, what are you doing? Like, let's figure it out.
Accountability.
Yeah. And it creates that, it says it in Think and Grow Rich, when you have more than one mind that are focused on a fixed goal, there's a third mind that becomes formed. It's called a mastermind. Again, if you don't have that book, if you've never read it, go read that book. I suggest everybody go get that book. And all the books you see that are out right now, like the 48 Laws of Power and stuff like that, Atomic Habits, like it's pretty much just a chapter of Think and Grow Rich that someone took and made a book about.
Yeah.
Like the 48 Laws of Power are literally listed in Think and Grow Rich.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And someone just said, oh, these are great. Let's make a book. like it's the sauce. It's the sauce.
Yeah.
Napoleon Hill spent 20 years interviewing 500 of the world's richest men. Made a book.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
To do it back then was way harder than it is now.
Yeah.
Like now I could do it on the podcast, but back then.
Yeah, he had to go on by train.
Yeah. Even now, actually, I was researching billionaires that go on podcasts. There's only like 10 that actually go on podcasts. Wow. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Because I was trying to rack up some billionaires on the pod.
And they don't want to do it. Huh?
They're low key, man. A lot of them don't even have social media.
I think they do try to stay low key. It's just like, I mean, when you're on a level like that, it's just.
There's no point.
You kind of want to stay out of the limelight, you know, because you start getting calls.
Oh, yeah.
Start getting calls.
Yeah, I'm into all those conspiracies.
Yeah, I don't know when you start talking about that, but yeah, I mean, when you hit a certain number, they want to bring you in. It's just like, there's a lot of stuff.
There's levels to the game.
Levels to the game, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Is becoming a billionaire one of your goals?
For sure.
You want it?
Yes, I do.
You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot if you want to get there.
And I'm ready to do it.
Really?
Yeah, I just so my business partner Sage, we just kind of met recently through a mutual friend, and I've never seen eye to eye with a person like we see. He wants to build cities.
Wow.
And he was just like, you have this look in your eye that like I have in my eye, and it's just like whatever you put your mind to, you're gonna do it. And we have that same thing. So now we just kind of put our heads together. We have that mastermind like I was talking about earlier, and when you have two people or more than two people that have a goal to do something, and they're like ferocious, it's unstoppable.
Damn.
You can't stop them.
That's impressive, man. You got a good head on your shoulders for your age.
Thank you, man.
Like, I wish I had that at your age.
Thank you.
22. Yeah, I was getting right coming out of my party phase around that age.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna, I went to LSU for 4 years. So,
Yeah.
Definitely know how to party.
You had some fun there.
Definitely know how to
And
party.
you were in a frat.
Yeah. Well, I was in a fraternity.
They're one of the best party schools, right? LSU?
The best.
Allegedly.
Yeah. it's the best, bro. I mean, it's a different type of partying now. It's like a degenerate fun, but like nobody cares about class or anything. Everyone's just like, let's have fun.
Damn.
Yeah. And so like this is my first Mardi Gras I'm not at. Like all my like people I know from back there, they're all NOLA right now.
I've never been to one of those.
Oh,
I heard it's cool though.
Never been to Mardi Gras?
No.
Oh my God. Dude, you got to make one.
Yeah, what goes down in something like that?
Dude, it's just the only way I can explain it is just like it's like 3 or 4 days of just straight up drinking every day. You got floats coming through, and if you go with your fraternity, the way that kind of works is like they set up like each fraternity there's a bunch of different schools that just set up tents, so it's like tailgates.
Wow.
And it's just like all day, every day, and they all bring their own. We all bring alcohol, so it's like if you're a girl, you never have to worry about paying for a drink ever.
Yeah.
And if you're a guy, it's like with your fraternity, it's in the social budget, so everyone's drinking, and it's just beads and fun. And then after the parade, it's bourbon, and it's just like do it again. But it's a marathon. It's something like I did it for 3 years, and I'm like okay with not doing it for a very long time.
I feel that you got it out of your system.
Oh yeah. And like I have some friends that like they missed it last year, and they're going back, and they're like, yeah, this will be my last one, you know. But dude, Mardi Gras, you definitely gotta make one of those.
Yeah, that's a bucket list thing for sure.
Yeah.
I want to try the food mainly.
You never been to NOLA?
No.
Oh yeah.
I almost went for Super Bowl, but I was filming too much. So
Yeah,
I didn't make it.
Well, yeah, it's good to be on the ground. We were out there for Super Bowl. Our one of our investors, his name is Maddie Beckerman. He has an app called IR Code.
Mm-hmm.
And he was doing Super Bowl ad week. Great software, super cool concept. And he brought us out there, and he was like, yo, I want you to come to all these events and stuff, blah, blah, blah. Fly out with me on the PJ.
Damn.
and you guys can just chill with me and come do the Super Bowl stuff. So we basically got a free trip to the Super Bowl. It was great.
Those tickets weren't cheap, man.
No, not at all. Not at all. And I mean, obviously the game was not it, but it was a really cool experience. Like, dude, we were rolling craps with John Hamm from Mad Men.
That's sick.
Like everybody was in town.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was nuts.
My first time on a PJ changed my life.
Yeah,
I never wanted to go commercial again.
I know.
I mean, it's so expensive, but
it's expensive. Yeah.
Once you get a taste of it, you're like, dude.
Yeah, dude. This guy's funny. He has this thing. He times up. He plays Freebird in the air.
What's that?
Like the song Freebird.
Oh,
like free.
Yeah.
Like. So he plays it in the air, times it up, and then like gets it to where when the plane stops at the gate, the song stops.
What?
So when we landed in NOLA, it's like a 6-minute song.
Yeah.
We're in the air, starts a song, and he got it so timed up that the pilot could perfectly stop at the gate and the last drum hit.
No way.
And we all went crazy.
How
Like
did
it
you
was
do
just
that?
nuts. He's like, I swear I've only done that one other time.
That's nuts.
But yeah, no, super cool guy. Super. You might want to have him on here.
Yeah, you got a good network, man.
Yeah, and part of that is my new business partner Sage. He's connected to the world. But yeah, so I'm really just trying to foster my connections, use SipSkip. My main passion in life since I was little is I wanted to find a disruptor to disrupt an industry, change it forever. Like Uber, who takes taxis anymore?
Yeah.
So I've been trying to find my disruptor for a very long time, and I had a couple different preneurs. I started another company. It was called Hot Mess. It was a fitness company. My main passion is fitness. I love teaching fitness to all of my friends and family, and I fully believe in that. Like a healthy body is a healthy mind, and it's more mental than it really is physical if you do it for long enough.
Yeah.
But with that being said, it's just if you stick to a regimen, and you know that like if I can do something day by day or stay on a week-long regimen, if I can do a fitness plan what can I do weekly, daily, or monthly, and that can ripple across my life. So it's like, it's really just putting in the repetition. So it's like, I put in the repetition in the gym. What else can I do?
Yeah.
And that ripples across business, because it's all repetition when it comes to business. If you, like I had a business for 2 years. It was a fitness business, and it was doing all right. Did some numbers. But I mean, fitness clothes is a saturated market.
Oh yeah. I started in apparel. I would never go back.
Never go back.
Never.
Me neither, dude. Tech is the way to go.
Yeah. Higher margins.
And then I remember SipSkip popped in my mind, and it was like a moment. And called my mom the next morning, and I was like, oh, like I just got this idea. Like I have to do it. Like if I don't do this, somebody's gonna do it. It's gonna disrupt the world, and I'm gonna miss out, and I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life. And she was like, oh, like maybe let's wait, like let's do Hot Mess, like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, a week went by, and I was like, nah, screw it. I literally just said, screw it. I didn't trash everything. I still have it, but I just kind of paused it, dove head on into this, because I just could not get this idea off my mind. And the best decision I ever made.
I love it.
Best decision.
How many locations are you guys in so far?
So we just launched at the beginning of the year. We brought on 2 test locations in September 1st when we went live to work out the kinks for a couple months. We just launched at the beginning of the year, so we have 5 locations right now.
Nice.
And we really want to start this in like the bar industry, the nightclub industry, but where we really want to see SipSkip is stadiums, concert venues. Imagine it's first down and you don't want to miss the game for too long, but that drink line's 20 people long. You're going to pay the $10 to skip the line, and then you're going to pay to get your drink as well. And all that is creating an extra revenue source for the venue, completely free of cost.
Yeah.
It costs them nothing to implement.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win for everybody. This first year, we're bringing on venues just to kind of test it out. We want to test it in environments we want to see it in. And then moving into 2026, we're going to start charging venues to put us in their venue.
Yeah, I love the name too.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it flows well. SipSkip.
SipSkip. Yeah, it's the alliteration.
Yeah.
The TikTok, the DoorDash.
Yeah.
And then also the red cup is when I came up with the red cup is we're trying to make that like the iconic, like the whenever you see the red cup, like I want SipSkip to be the name, but like I want you to see the red cup and be like, oh,
it's iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss beer pong sometimes.
Yeah, no, and we actually did another launch last week, and people were like, where can I buy these hats? Like, where can I buy these shirts? Like, and then we were just like, oh, we need to put this online. So we're getting a merch store up here.
Might as well. These days you could do print on order, right?
Yeah. And it's all high quality merch, as you could. Well, this is more for our sales.
Is that embroidered?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's clean.
I got these for our sales guys. I'll probably start selling these soon, but I'm keeping these in the vault.
Hell yeah.
Until, so we'll probably just like put the hoodies and shirts. And,
yeah.
And I got you a shirt. And
Let's
a hat.
go.
They're pretty sweet golf hats too.
I love it, man.
You play any golf?
No, I'm gonna play this year.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting invited to so many good golf events and stuff.
Dude, you gotta get.
And I'm missing out on money, to be honest.
Exactly. There's so much big money in golf.
Dude, the richest people play golf.
Yeah, and it's such a good business day too. Like let's say you go out there with some business connection guy, and he's like, hey, let's go play some golf, but we can also talk about this project we can start.
Right.
You know, it's a good way for you guys to have fun while kind of shooting the shit.
Yeah, because it's a casual sport. You're not like
so
huffing
casual.
and puffing.
No, not at all. And I'm kind of new to golf as well. I'm terrible at golf, but I love going out there, drinking some brews with the boys, and hitting some golf balls, especially if it's a nice sunny day. You know?
Yeah, it's one of those sports that takes years to get good at, right?
Oh yeah. My roommate, his dad was a ex pro golfer, and so he's
nasty.
He's nasty. He's been playing golf since he was 10.
What is he? I don't even know what to call it. Like,
was he shoot?
What is he? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
what does he shoot?
So I think he's like in the 70s.
Holy crap!
The best he's ever shot was a 69.
Dude,
yeah,
that's insane.
He's a dog.
Because you're probably like 100, right?
100 plus, bro. 100 plus, bro. I think the best I've shot in my life was like 105.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and that's like if you've like played golf a couple times, like if you've never played golf, you're probably shooting a 150.
Yeah.
like 150 at least.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like, yeah, dude. I remember I've probably played golf like 40 times in my life.
Jeez.
Yeah, not enough. Not
Yeah.
enough.
I want to get good at golf and bowling.
In bowling. Yeah. No.
You ever bowl?
I have a friend actually. He lives in Colorado. He's in a bowling league
What?
and he loves it.
I mean, it's like a flex, low key.
Every Monday night, he's like, "Yeah, dude, like it's a whole tournament. Like, dude, my team just won the championship. Like, we all go drink, get pictures, and play, and just bowl. Like, but no, bowling's fun.
To be good at bowling is a flex.
Yeah,
Like if you could bowl like 150, 200, like that's insane.
Yeah, dude. And like when people are like doing the spins and stuff,
Yeah.
like, that's nuts.
I struggle to find people that can hoop, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
We'll hoop.
in the entrepreneur space,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
not many hoopers.
Yeah, I mean they're more desk guys, you know. But
Yeah.
I've been. Hooping
You're nice though.
Yeah.
Were you gonna play in college?
So yeah, that's actually so I was doing drop shipping and then I made it a point to myself senior year. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw like I'm gonna go full into basketball just to give it a shot. See what offers I can get. And that summer going into senior year, put myself on a plan. I was shooting like 500 shots a day.
Damn.
I'm shooting from 30 plus. Like,
Damn, you're
yeah.
Steph Curry out here.
Yeah, I made it a point like when I was shooting on the gun, like I wouldn't shoot from the 3-point line. I'd shoot from like the NBA.
Holy
like,
crap.
Like, so that in high school though, like when you can shoot that deep, it draws out the defense. So you can just like sling those passes, or like if they're too short, boom, you're busting it in their face. But so like I made it a point to myself to grind that for a year. Got a couple D2s, couple independents, and then like business has always been my main focus. And I was like, yeah, I want to have fun.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy I did, because I always loved basketball. I know my whole life I want to be great at basketball. So like that whole year, like, and I've always been pretty good, but like that whole year set a fundamental for me. So like now, like throughout the rest of my life, I'll always be pretty decent.
That's cool,
when
yeah.
it comes to hoops.
Because the muscle memory. When
Muscle
you're
memory.
shooting 500 a day, you don't forget that.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you play then.
Yeah, dude, it'll be fun.
Were you yamming on people too?
Dude, yeah, I had a point. So I like, yeah, I mean, I'm a little white boy, but I went on this dunk program, and it actually was like 6 years.
Which one?
It was called
Airvert or
no, it was called Boingvert.
I haven't heard of that.
It
one.
was like way long ago. It was way long ago, but did it 16 weeks, and I actually was able to dunk. Dude.
Wow.
Like it was crazy. Like I was pretty much just like able to like do this on the rim.
Yeah.
And dude, 16 weeks. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
Yeah, that's impressive.
And I got to a point where I've hit 2 windmills in my life.
Damn.
I've hit 2.
So windmill at 6.
Yeah, it was
impressive.
it was a perfect storm. Obviously, it had to be like the adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I did that, and I kind of like sat there. I was like, whoa, whoa, what just happened?
Yo, Mac McClung.
Yeah. Oh my god,
That dude's a beast. He's not that tall too.
no, I think he's like below 6 foot.
What? That's insane, man. He's got like, balance jumping over cars and stuff.
Jumping over.
I can't believe he's not in the league.
Yeah, wait, what is he doing?
He's in the G League, but like no team will give him a full spot.
It sucks. Man.
It's tough being an NBA player, only 450 spots.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's the difference between like the NFL and like the NBA. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many different.
NFL,
so
there's
many
thousands of spots, right?
So many spots. You got 5 starters on the court.
Yeah.
And then you got 3 bench guys that get minutes, and then the rest of the bench is
No minutes.
like not playing.
Yeah.
So like
That's probably the toughest sport to go pro.
you
in.
have to be the best in the world. And it's like, and the thing about like, I guess you could say this with baseball as well, but like basketball is such an art form to where like when Kyrie Irving is like sizing someone up and like plotting those moves, if his hand goes this way, I go this way. Like,
Yeah,
that's an art form, man.
it is.
It's like, it's not like I'm just tucking the ball and hitting you, you know, like it's
There's more skill, I'd say.
it's almost like you got to be like a ballerina.
Yeah, there's always that debate, like which sport's more athletic, basketball or
Yeah,
football. I think it's basketball.
I think it is basketball. I think you have to be like more of like gritty and like and be able to hit someone like in football, athletic wise, but like you have to do those like agility movements to where like your calves and your ankles are so strong.
Yeah.
Where you can like dance on your feet. Almost.
Yeah, I used to roll my ankle all the time.
Dude.
I had to strengthen them up.
Our coach senior year, he made us all get ankle
Braces.
Yeah.
I used to wear those, but I hate wearing them.
I hate wearing them.
I feel like it slows me down a little
slows
bit.
me down, messes me up, and I'm like, I was always the kid who prided himself on being the fastest. Like,
Yeah.
I played baseball from when I was 9 to 16. I never got thrown out stealing.
Damn,
bases.
you were that fast?
Never got thrown out.
Holy
stealing bases.
crap.
Yeah. So I was like the guy, like if I got on base, the pitcher's throwing balls because I'm messing with him. I'm like toying with him. Like that was my favorite thing to do. But yeah, so like having those ankle braces, I was like, oh bro, like you're messing me up here.
Yeah, I feel like you lose a step.
No, yeah, for sure.
Who's the GOAT of basketball?
Oof, that's tough, man. But I mean, I go with Jordan, bro.
Okay.
I go with Jordan, bro.
I thought you were going to say LeBron for a sec.
No, I can't say LeBron. Stats wise, he's great, but like, I mean, the 3P, man.
Yeah. You think if LeBron gets a few more, he could catch him?
That's a crazy debate. I just think it's different times.
Yeah.
I just think it's different times. I mean, if LeBron has time to hit a 3P, I think that would solve the issue. But I don't think he'll play
3 more years.
I don't think he will either.
He might get one this year though. They're looking good this year.
Yeah, dude, Luka. Like,
yeah, they're the 4th seed right now.
That was a crazy trade. I saw that. And my friend was like, "Yo, Luka just got traded," and I was like, haha. And then he's like, "No, look," and I was like,
yeah, I couldn't believe that one too.
Like, oh my gosh, how did Mark let that happen? Like,
he's not part of it anymore.
Well, he's got a
little bit
say in there.
Yeah,
he's got a say.
But I think he didn't even know about it.
Really?
Yeah, I think he found out when everyone else did because he wouldn't have let it happen.
Oh wow.
Yeah, shout out to Mark though.
Wow,
that's someone I look up to.
Yeah. Oh,
he's my favorite shark.
100%. Oh yeah.
I used to watch every episode and I only cared about what he said. To be honest,
Really?
I mean, like the other ones were okay, but whenever he spoke, everyone looked.
It's facts.
You know what I mean?
You can tell when the presence shifts in a room with somebody when they speak. Like,
yeah,
you can tell like who's really like the power in the room.
I mean, he
I
was.
agree.
Yeah, he was the billionaire in the room.
I agree with that 100%. Yeah. Like whenever he speaks, everyone's listening.
Yep.
And yeah, he's a dog, man.
Yeah, shout out to him. Well, dude, we'll ball next time you're out here. Anything you want to close off with here?
Yeah. So actually, doing SipSkip allowed me to have make a lot of connections in the technology space, and I actually started a tech company called OSTRYX with a couple of my coders, and we have a team of 15 senior level coders, and we make apps, websites, and we do all of the maintenance, the SEO for all of that as well. One thing that happened to me, so I was making an app for Hot Mess, and I made it through an app company, and I had never been in the app space before, and I got a quote, and I was like, okay, it's cool, like I can make this app for this much. Took way too long, took like a year and a half. And then I get a letter in the mail, like when I have my beta saying, or like an email saying, hey, we went out of business. Here's your code. Never got on the app store. Like $32K down the drain.
Damn.
And so I got scammed by an app company. And so when I went on Bradley's podcast, a lot of people reached out to me with their app ideas and saying, hey, like, is this a good quote? Hey, can you make this app? Blah, blah, blah. And one thing I found across all of these people is that they were getting scammed by the big app companies, is because these big app companies have a lot of overhead to cover. They have office spaces. They have big teams. They're working on 70 projects at a time. If they want to do one meeting, they got to bring 10 different people into the meeting. So they're basically making an app the cheapest way possible.
Yeah.
Pumping and dumping. And we at OSTRYX, the reason why me and these guys started it is because I basically, it brought me back 2.5 years to it being me. And I was like, I want to help these people. So we at OSTRYX, we're cleaning up the app industry. And if you have an app idea and you want to bring it to fruition, go to ostrix.com, or you can just reach out to me on Instagram. And you can talk to us and we'll give you the real quote.
Perfect.
And we'll give you the real time.
We'll link that below. That sounds useful, man. Yeah. And we'll link your SipSkip's socials as well.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for watching.
Thanks
See you guys next time.
Peace.